We have been coming to Neyaashiinigmiing for probably about 13 years now. I'm just amazed by how the community has just welcomed us in.
I came on Project Serve Reading Week because I'm really interested in Indigenous issues and I can really see myself working with Indigenous communities. So I wanted to take this as an experience to educate myself and learn about them in a more hands-on way rather than just through textbooks.
I personally am an international student and I've not been exposed to the history of Indigenous people before, so I wanted to learn more through this program, and that's why I chose to come to Neyaashiinigmiing.
Pre-departure, I enjoyed all the sessions and meeting the people and getting to know everyone beforehand. The fact that the school has done this program for so long, it made me feel more comfortable coming here and knowing that people were used to having students.
I was really happy to host this year when they came and asked me. And I especially like working with young people because there's so much energy and so much curiosity and so much sharing that goes on that's a little different than when you're sitting with your peers. It was a real pleasure to have the girls and to learn about them and what they're taking in school and to see that they are naturally curious about us as Aboriginal people.
We have students that are helping up in the schools, in the elementary school, at the daycare. We've been involved with the language nest. Students that are helping out at the band office with one of the council members, Mitton Shigano, who has been so instrumental in having us come to this community. Mitton takes some of the students out on the land for owl calling or for tree identification or tracking birds. But really, all of the support or the volunteering that students do is just reciprocity for everything that the community gives to us in terms of helping with our learning and helping with our growth.
I've been working at the language nest with Polly, which was really interesting and fun. I've learned a lot. She teaches the language. She taught me how the language works and sort of she shared a lot about what her goals are with the language and how she wants to help people achieve their fluency here.
My student from Project Serve was amazing today. She helped me to develop some pie charts and to do some graphic work for me. It said that you need 12,000 hours in a language to become fluent, conversationally fluent. So if you look at 12,000 hours, how can you actually achieve that? And she did individual charts for a single parent, for a part-time worker, for a full-time worker, for an unemployed person. It was awesome. They were colorful and beautiful, and they had everything in there that I was looking for.
The mind map is an activity that we are doing as a whole group. We started it right before coming to Neyaashiinigmiing to kind of like see topics that we learned before coming in here. And then throughout the whole week, we kept adding more and more topics and subjects as we started to kind of get more connected and more involved with the community. It's a visual representation of how interconnected some of these issues are and how much people are emphasizing on certain topics like making sure that language is being preserved. It's interesting because sometimes you only learn about these topics once you have gotten involved, and it's a great way to just gain some perspective on the community as a whole.
Hopefully the Guelph students are getting a little taste of like a First Nations, artistic practice. But again, it's just to sit, connect, just to hear and interact with the people here.
I feel like I still have a lot to learn, but I was able to actually place what I learned and see how Indigenous people actually live.
If you live in one place all your life and that's the only place you know, this is how you see the world. So you can read a book, but it doesn't give you any experience. It doesn't give you a concept of what a First Nation might even look like. That marries what you read and what you actually experience together. And it's more rounded.
If there is, a misconception that is maybe changed in the mind of somebody and they can take that into their life and hopefully change somebody else's mind, you know what? That's an improved life, if you ask me.
I think Project Serve is a great way to just kind of learn outside of the classroom. A break like Reading Week is a perfect time to do that, to just kind of go out of your own comfort zone and learn about other people and make connections with other people. I think it's just a good way to just reach out and get involved.
It takes place experientially for 1 week, but the impact is long, and it's in ways that we can't necessarily see right now. The thing about experiential learning is that often it takes years for some of the learning to really manifest and to then have other experiences where you go, oh, now I understand. That's why I love these programs.